Imagine this. U.S. car companies are building cars for $100 each. Business is steady. Americans are buying them, the economy is humming along, and everyone's happy. But then something changes. China enters the market, offering similar cars, same quality, same utility, but for only $75. Suddenly, American consumers start choosing the cheaper option. U.S. car sales drop. Domestic manufacturers feel the pressure. Jobs are on the line. So what does the U.S. government do? They step in, not by forcing American companies to lower their prices or improve their products, but by slapping a 100% tariff on imported Chinese cars. Let's break that down. A 100% tariff means that any car imported from China now has an extra tax equal to its full value. So that $75 Chinese car, at a 100% tariff, it now costs $150. And who pays that tax? Importers do. The companies that bring those cars into the U.S. But here's the twist. They pass that cost on to consumers. So now, the buyer faces a $150 price tag for the Chinese car, while the US-made car still costs $100. Result? Consumers stop buying the Chinese cars. US cars look like a bargain again. Sales bounce back. Domestic car makers cheer. Problem solved, right? Not quite. Tariffs sound simple on paper. Raise prices on foreign goods to protect domestic industries. But in practice, they trigger a chain reaction. First, foreign companies don't just give up. In this case, Chinese car makers might respond by building factories in the US. That way, their cars count as American-made and avoid the tariff. Sounds good. More jobs for Americans, more factories, more investment. But trade is a two-way street. China retaliates. They might place their own tariffs on U.S. exports, say soybeans, tech products, or aircraft parts. Suddenly, U.S. farmers and manufacturers lose access to one of the biggest markets on Earth. Their goods become more expensive in China, sales drop, and another part of the U.S. economy suffers. Meanwhile, back in the U.S., something else starts happening. Now that Chinese cars are no longer competitive, U.S. car makers face less pressure to keep their prices low. Without foreign competition, they might think, hey, if people are already paying $150 for a car, why not raise our price from $100 to $120? And they do. Because they can. With fewer options in the market, prices creep upward. Consumers end up paying more, not just for imported goods, but for domestic ones too. And that's one of the hidden effects of tariffs. While they're meant to protect jobs and industries, they often raise prices and reduce innovation in the long run. Here's the part no one talks about. Pressure creates progress. When foreign competitors offer better or cheaper products, local companies are forced to improve. They build faster cars, more fuel-efficient engines, safer features. Tariffs remove that pressure. Without it, there's less incentive to innovate. So over time, the entire market slows down. Consumers pay more and they get less. So who really pays? In theory, tariffs punish foreign companies. In reality, you pay. You pay more at the dealership, you pay more at the grocery store, and if you work in an export-focused industry, you might pay with your job. Trade policy isn't black and white. It's a balancing act between short-term protection and long-term progress. Tariffs can buy time, but at a cost. The question is, who ends up footing the bill?